Hello student, welcome back to today's class. Today's video is for grade 8, subject mathematics, chapter 1 we are doing, and it is for integer, power and roots. Today I'll be explaining the integers, how it works, and even the power rule for square and cube, and even the roots also. So when we talk about integers, before I would like to review for grade 7 what you have learned. I believe you know what is whole number, what is natural number, and what is number line. Now, when we talk about natural number, all the numbers starting from 1 onward, 1, 2, 3 goes on. We call them natural number, you have learned before. And for whole number, all the numbers starting from 0 onward goes on. And number line you used to make like this in grade 7. This side positive number and this side negative number. So when we talk about integers, integers is not only limited with positive numbers, it can be negative also. So these all numbers, whatever included out here, we call them integers. So -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, everything we call them integers. Now here we'll be doing the sum, addition, multiplication, division and everything for integers, how to work it out. Now, here we are doing for addition. For addition sign rule to be followed. If both the signs are same, we'll be adding them. Meaning plus plus, we'll add them. Minus minus, still we'll add them. Plus minus, we'll subtract them. Minus plus, we'll subtract them. Meaning, if for this one, if I add 2 plus 3, there is no sign means it is positive, always remember. So plus plus, it's happening out here. So 3 plus 2, it will give you 5, both addition. And for this one, if it's -2, -3 here. Now same sign it's given here, then same sign you have to add them. So you'll add it here, 3 plus 2 will give you 5 only. But you'll always have to check the sign. The number which is largest among two, whatever sign it contains, that sign you'll have to put in the end. Meaning, here 3 has negative sign and it's the largest out of 2 and 3. So it has to be minus here. Similarly for this, if it's 6 minus 3, no sign means positive. So plus minus will be minus, you'll subtract them. 6 minus 3 is 3 and largest sign is for 6 positive, so you'll put it plus. Same thing here, if I write it -6 plus 3. Now minus plus is minus, so you'll subtract them. 6 minus 3, 3. But then check the sign. 6 is greater, it's minus, you have to put it negative here. Most of the time, without seeing the sign, you'll just add or subtract them. From now onward, please be very cautious. After calculation, check whether which value has the highest number, and whatever value is highest, that sign you'll have to put it in the end. Now, second, we did just now for addition, now we'll be doing for multiplication. So if you multiply, do different sign, how it comes out. Plus multiplied plus will give you plus. Minus multiplied minus will give you plus. And if signs are different, then it will always give you negative. Now, how will we work it out? If there is 2 into 3. Now, no sign means there is always positive. Plus is always there. So, plus into plus, it will have to give you positive sign. No need to write though. 2 into 3 is 6. Similarly, if signs are different, for example, if it's -2 into -3, please check how I have put it. There is multiplication and both the sign. You have to be very cautious when you are adding, multiplying or subtracting, whatever the signs are. Now, there is multiplication sign. First you multiply numbers. 2 into 3 will give you 6. And then multiply sign. Minus into minus, plus. So here, irrespective of addition rule, here you don't have to worry about which number is greater, that sign to be followed. It's nothing like that. In multiplication, minus into minus will give you positive, irrespective of the values. Now similarly, if it's 2, multiply -3. Multiply sign is there. So multiply the number, 2 into 3 will give you 6, and then multiply sign. Plus into minus will give you minus. Same thing out here. If it's minus 2 into 3, number multiply, and minus into plus, minus. So remember this rule while multiplying. Same sign, if multiplied, will give you positive. Different sign multiplied will give you negative. Now for division. Same way for division also, you'll follow similar sign rule. If both the numbers are positive and if they are divided, then their final sign also will have to be positive. Meaning, if it's 6 by 2, nothing is there means it's plus. So you first divide them your usual number. 2, 3 is 6, 2 3s are 6, and both are positive, so sign also will have to be plus only. And similarly for negative, if it's minus 6 by minus 2, then how do you cut out the numbers? Similarly, you can divide the sign. So 2, 3 is 6. So negative will be cancelled, so sign will be positive. And plus divide by minus will give you minus. For example, 6 divided by minus 2. You divide the number, 2 3s is 6. And since plus by minus is negative, different sign, you have to put minus in the end. Similarly, if upper one is negative, down one is positive, this case also same thing. 2 3 is 6 and minus by plus is negative, so you'll have to put minus in there. So this is for division rule. So following this basic rule which we have done just now, we'll do few sums. This is of exercise 1.1, question number 1, D. You can check it out there. Question is like this. So plus minus means we have to subtract by the rule. So you'll subtract 0.5 and 0.3. So when you are subtracting, always put the point in proper place and you start from this side. 5, 3 when you subtract it. 5 minus 3 will give you 2. Point will remain in its own place and 0 minus 0 it will give you 0 only. And so your answer is 0.2. But then check the sign. Which one is greater among them? This one. So it has negative sign. That's why you have to put it here minus. Similarly, minus. It's not multiplied but added and subtracted. So minus we have done it before. We will be adding them. So here also you add them. 0.4, 0.7. By seeing minus, do not subtract alone directly. Always check the sign rule. Negative we will have to add. So here you add them. 7 plus 4, 11. So 11 you just put 1 here, 1 carry it over. Point will be in its own place and when you add them you will be getting 1. So after this your answer is 1.1, but check the sign. Which value is greater? 0.7. It is negative, you have to put here minus. This is how we work it out. And similarly, if you check question number 6b, there is now is equal to. So if there is equal sign, a few different rule comes up there. If ever you want to find the value and equal is there, if here is plus, you want to send it to the other side of equal, then that plus will go there and be minus, negative. It will change the sign. And if it's minus, it will be plus. If it's multiplied, it will be divided. And if it's divided, it will be multiplied. Now, this same rule, if you want to apply it out here, there is a box, means gap. This number plus this is giving you minus negative 5.5. Now here if you see this value, you are going to find it, let it be here, and minus sign, it will go out there and will become positive. So whatever is after equal, you keep it there. Minus 5.5 will be there. But minus will go there and be plus 6.3. Now you work it out for this answer. Now minus plus, you will obviously subtract. So 6.3 is greater. Put it on the top. 5.9 is smaller. Put it in the down. Subtract them. 13 minus 9. 4. It carried over 1 there. So 5 left. 5 minus 5. 0 point will be in its own place. So it's giving you 0.4. But now check the sign. Which one is greater among this? Obviously this one. That is 6.3. It's plus. So you have to put it plus here. So your answer for this box is 0.4. Now remember this rule. Sometimes it might be multiplied also. it will go and divide in that case. For example, if your question was like this, box into 3 is equal to 6, for example, you have to find this, then follow this rule. It's multiplied with this number, now it will have to go beyond the equal, then it will go and divide it. So this box, you can remain it here, 6 will be there, but 3 will go and divide. That means it has to be 2 in here. Similarly, if it was divided like this, then if it's divided, it will go to the other side and it will be multiplying. So this would be 3 will go and multiply like this, 6 into 3, that would give you 18. So here it would be 18. So this is how you work it out. Now, when there is a bracket, if there is a bracket like this, -2, -3 multiplied -4, you follow the BODMAS rule which you have done before. First bracket off and then only divide, multiply, addition, subtraction, it goes on downward. So when you are working out for the bracket, just follow the sign rule. It is multiplied the way I have told you before. Multiply the number, 2 into 3 will give you 6. Multiply the sign, minus into minus will give you plus. So here it will be positive. Positive, no need to write automatically. Even though if you don't write, it is always plus. Now left is this one, let it be here. Now next step, number multiply again because there is into 6 into 4, 24. Now multiply the sign, plus into minus will give you minus. So this is your final answer for this 10-second question B. Now for question number 9, it's divided. Minus 24.08 divide minus 0.5. Follow the same rule for the division. Minus minus, you can cancel it off. So it would be positive, and you have to divide this two number. While dividing, to make it easier, what you can do is denominator, you can bring it out of the point. How? Here in the denominator 0.5 is there, you just directly write 5. Now after point, how many digits is there? 1. So you multiply with that many 0 on the top. That means 24.08 into 10 it would be. Suppose if there was 52, then 2 digits you have to multiply by 100. And if 3 digit was in the denominator, you will multiply by 1000. You always remember the zeros. Now on the top, down only 5 is left. Now whenever you are multiplying with zeros with a point in there, remember if it's 2.4 into 10, 1 0 multiplied, then point will go after 1 digit. That means after 4, it would be 24 directly. You needn't have to multiply it separately. Suppose if it was 2.43 into 100, 2 zeros. So point will go after 2 digits. That means it would be 243. Same case if you check here. This number is multiplied by 10. So obviously point will go after 1 digit. That means it would be 240 and then 0.8 divided by 5. Now with 5 you can divide it. If you know directly to divide, you can do that, or you can even perform the division out here in the row. 5, 4 is 20, 4, 0 will come down, 5 8s are 40. Now here is point, that point you put it in the quotient and 8 will come down, and 5, 1 is 5, 3, point is already there. In that case, since 5 cannot divide 3, you can add up 0. So 5 6 is 30. That means your answer for this case is 48.16. So this is how you will work it out for division case also. So remember this rule, when there is in the denominator point, you can erase the point. By that you can multiply on the top with 10, 100,000, depends on how many digits are there after point in the denominator, and you can follow the calculations. Similarly, if you check question number 13 of exercise 1.1, there is no numbers included but P, Q, R, A, B, C. Like this also questions are given out there. So P, Q, R, whatever is given does not matter. You follow the rule of multiplication and addition. But in this question, in the side, values of PQR is given if you check in the book. P negative 4.5, Q 5.5, R minus 7.5. This value you can put it here and solve it out, or you can follow your simplification rule for BODMAS, and then in the end also you can put value, whatever it is similar only. So I'll do with first method. In place of P minus 4.5, in place of Q 5.5, and in place of R minus 7.5. So basically it is becoming somehow questions like previous one, question number 10, like that. So you first follow the BODMAS rule here, bracket off, you add them whatever is in the bracket. So plus, minus, obviously you'll have to subtract them. So you 5.5, 4.5, you subtract it. 5 minus 5, 0, 5 minus 4, 1. So basically it's giving you 1.0. And check the sign. 5.5 is greater, it's plus, then you can put plus here. No need to write also plus. And left is minus 7.5. Now after point there is just a 0, you needn't have to write that one as well. So it is basically 1 only. So 1 into 7.5. Same rule follow. Number multiply, 1 into something is same thing. So you just write 7.5 here and check the sign. Plus into minus will give you minus. So answer is negative 7.5. So sometime question might come in terms of PQR. So there, if values are given, you put the values. If not given, you follow the basic algebra of plus minus and write in the end answer.